Young and Relentless in this motherfucker, man. I got my boy, UFO baby, Counter Boy. How you feeling today, Brady?
I'm good, man. I can't complain. Blessed to be here. Thanks for having me, man.
I really appreciate you coming in, bro.
Hell yeah.
So, tell the people a little bit about yourself and where you're from.
All right, so originally I'm from New York. I was born in the Bronx. I moved to North Carolina in 2008, so I was like 12.
Yeah.
And I started making music, I think, like 14, 15. Okay. Yeah. 26 now, so I've been at it, what's that, about 12 years, yeah.
Okay. So, what made you initially start making music?
Boredom.
Okay.
Straight up, like, just being in the South, like, I forgot what, I think it was the summer of me going into my 9th grade year. I was just like, I don't know, I guess I just was bored one summer. It was just like, yo, I feel like I could make music, bro.
Yeah.
Just started writing, started rapping then, and then like a year later, I started making beats. And ever since then, that's pretty much what's been going on.
Okay. So can you describe the exact moment that you knew that this was something that you really wanted to do?
I think it was the first time I performed out of town.
Yeah.
I was 19. This was back in 2016, I want to say. Mm-hmm. And I was in South Carolina. I was in Charleston.
Yeah.
And like just getting like the love from the crowd, whatever the case may be, like felt crazy because I'm like, damn, these people don't even know me. Like,
okay.
I've never been here before, type of thing. So it was cool. I think that was the moment where I was like, all right, I think this could be a real cool journey if I just stay persistent about it.
Okay, know? Fire.
Yeah.
So, who has had an influence on like your style and taste?
Oh boy, I feel like that's changed so much over the years. That's changed from like Wayne to like MF Doom to like Jay-Z to like Kanye to like Pharrell. Like it really, I guess in the earlier years, it was more or less like I was inspired by like underground rap more so. Mm-hmm. And then as I got older and more like interested in just expanding the sound, then I started, going back to like my favorite albums as a kid, like Graduation. I think I used to listen to that on like a Walkman at like 11 years old and just like used to listen to certain songs and just play it back. And so once I like got more in tune with the albums that I liked, then I like was able to craft my sound according to the things that I like from the specific albums.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what is the significance of the UFO?
So it's an acronym. It's an acronym I came up with in 2016, 2017. It stands for Ultimate Futuristic Organism.
Okay.
And so basically,
futuristic organism?
Organism, yeah.
Okay.
So basically, like any living thing that is just like beyond the average type of thing that would be in that its medium. So like if you're an athlete, it's like, you're breaking records left and right, or you're, breaking record times, whatever the case may be. And then if you're an artist, it's like you're able to do like multiple things at one time. So like for me, it's like I write, I produce, I engineer, and I do graphic design. So it's like that was what the whole like name came about to be after I like figured out, okay, how can I incorporate this into like who I am type of thing.
Okay.
But yeah.
So what part of your sound would you say makes you distinct?
So I think the biggest thing about my sound is that I can hear something, be inspired by it, but not copy it.
Okay.
Like I can pinpoint certain like tempos or certain melodies, whatever the case may be, and be like, all right, I can create the same kind of vibe, but like I might switch the sounds out, or I might slow it down, or I might speed it up, whatever the case may be. Okay. And that's worked in my favor for like working with other artists whenever they're like, hey, I have this like reference idea for a song, and it's like I'll listen to the song, it's like, okay, I can take the elements from this song and turn it into something completely original, but still have the same feeling as that song right there. Okay. So that I think is like my that's what makes my sound distinct. It's like I can take certain vibes or take certain feels and make it my own, but like, you know, it's still stand apart from the original thing. Yeah.
So, what has been the hardest part of your journey so far?
Probably just being patient. Just being patient with certain things happening and lining up, but that's probably it. Because mainly, like, the way I look at it is, like, things will happen and fall into place when it needs to anyway.
Yeah.
But that's probably been my biggest battle. It's just, like, patience. It's understanding, like, all right, you may not be where you want to be right now, but you might be there in a year from now or 2 years from now type of thing. So just, you know, take it easy.
So, let's talk about your latest project, SummerPak3.
SummerPak3. So it's a continuation of the first two. And this last project, I was like, this is gonna be like my last project I put out for like a good 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
So I was just like, you know, I'm gonna make the hardest slapping songs possible and just coast on it. Like, not even really try to go too hard about like what I'm writing and whatever the case may be, because I'm still working on stuff in the background that's like more important, I would say. But this EP was like, all right, this will hold y'all off till the next project that, you know, I come out with. And yeah, that was it. I was just trying to have fun with it.
Okay. So, what distinguishes album from a mixtape from an EP? Like,
nowadays, I don't know if there's like, I guess the only real distinction between an EP and maybe an album or a mixtape is how long it is. So like an EP is usually around, I think, 20 to 25 minutes long. And then an album is, it used to be considered, I think, after 35 or 40 minutes would be considered an album. So a mixtape could be an album if it, you know, passes that certain amount of time. But, you know, mixtapes traditionally was like rappers rapped over like whatever beats were popping at that time and then just stitched them together, and that was what made the mixtape. Nowadays, it's like mixtapes are packed with original songs, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I feel like it's almost blurring the lines when it doesn't need to be blurred type of thing. Because it's like, why be afraid to put out a project and call it an album, you know? I think maybe some people take that title too serious as far as like when they put out music, so, oh, it's my album. Like, I'm like, yo, it's a body of work. You're going to make another body of work that we may or may not enjoy. So just go on about it that way, you know?
Okay.
That's how I look at it.
Okay, so when are the people getting music videos for SummerPak?
Within the next, I'm going to say within the next month.
Okay.
Within the next month or so. Because the way that I was going about my music videos before SummerPak was more or less like spur of the moment, just like shoot it as I'm like moving along type of thing. But now I'm like getting more calculated about, you know, the specific visuals or specific idea in mind I might have for the video, and just trying to, you know, maneuver strategically. So that's why it's going to take like, it may take a month or a month and a half to 2 months to like get one video out, because it's like I want to get certain pieces in order before I just drop it. You know, I don't want to rush it.
Okay. So just making sure everything's like ready before you
like making sure, you know, I'm cool with every shot in the video. I'm cool with whether it be like some kind of costume design or whatever the case may be. Like just making sure the little things are in place, so that way when I roll it out, it's like, all right, I don't got to worry about nothing too much.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, another thing, bro, why ain't the music on all DSPs?
What you mean?
Because I see that it was like you're about to drop an album or you're dropping a project, but it's like only to one site.
So that's with the distribution. That's with the distribution company. Like I actually don't control like the whole links and like what gets put as like a pre-save link, because I think it's usually does it for Spotify.
Yeah.
But it won't do it for Apple Music for whatever reason. And I never figured out why they did that. Like, and it looks weird because it's like, if somebody doesn't use Spotify, then they can't pre-save the project type of thing. But that's on them. Like, it usually comes out like whenever it's time for the project to come out, then everything will be up. But like in the meantime, like right before it, it's like the only place it'll pop up on is Spotify. So that's on them.
Okay. So how do you feel about sign versus being independent?
I think that's funny. My opinion on this changes like every 2 to 3 months, but I think they both have their benefits and they both have their like disadvantages, because if you're in a position where like, you know, you are talented enough to where like, you know, for a fact you can maneuver once you have a deal,
yeah, then
I feel like logically that may be the smarter route for you at that point in time.
Yeah.
But if you do want to take the independent route, you know, that's going to require a lot of legwork. It's going to require a lot of time and a lot of patience. And, you know, the payoff obviously is way greater, but some people, and I understand why some people would rather just sign, get that quick advance, and then, you know, build up and get their masters later down the line kind of thing.
But it's a loan and it's not guaranteed.
That's facts. It's not guaranteed. So it's really, but either way is a gamble, you know, whether you do it independent or you do it, you know, signed to a label, either or is a gamble. It's just that one is going to be playing with somebody else's money and the other one's going to be playing with your money. So, you know, it depends on what direction the artist wants to go.
Okay. All right. So, how would you describe the Charlotte rap scene?
Charlotte's rap scene is vast.
Okay.
Very vast, very large. It's a lot of people that are good. Like, there's a lot of good rappers in Charlotte.
Yeah.
I'm grateful to be like around them, because like a lot of them pull up to the bridge and record, or have recorded at the bridge a couple times, whatever the case may be.
Okay.
And, you know, just hearing back some of the tracks, I'm like, yo, I gotta get on my A game, because like they sound just as hungry, you know, if not hungrier type of thing. And so I think it's really cool. I think Charlotte has so much potential to like just explode rap wise. So it'll be cool to see where it goes in the next 3 to 4 years.
I was gonna say, I'm like, yeah, some of the best Charlotte artists have already dropped some of their bridge sessions.
Yeah, for real. Exactly. So it's just like, it's only a matter of time before the scene itself expands, and then like the exposure and like the spotlight grows as well. So it'll be cool to see.
So, since we're talking about rappers out of Charlotte, let me hear the top 5 out of Charlotte. Of course, excluding yourself.
Okay. Top 5 out of Charlotte, excluding myself. Mavi. It's my dog. Let me see. Jamonte. It's another one of my dogs. Top 3. I'm gonna put Amir, because Amir be rapping his ass off.
Definitely.
See, 2 more spots. Spitters. I'm trying to think like diversity. 4. Luke. I don't know how I forgot Luke. Very ill. I've like been in the same area, same places. I think he was actually at a show I performed at like a couple months back, and I'm just like, yo, it's crazy. Like, this shit's crazy. So, Mavi, Jamonte, Luke, Amir. This might be biased, but I'm gonna put my little brother Doughboy Key.
Doughboy Key?
Yeah.
Okay, I just heard one of his songs with Fetty P.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my little brother. I'm gonna put him top 5, because he's only been rapping like 2 years.
Okay.
So like to see where he's at within the last like 2 years, like I just found out about him rapping in 2020. Like I found out, I think, a SoundCloud link or something like that. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, it ain't hard.
Okay, like all right, bet.
Yeah.
So started recording after that. And then the whole Fetty P situation, like when I was here, I was engineering for them. And just watching that whole process like come about was like mad cool. Like Fetty P was super cool. His manager was cool as well. Keith was cool, and you know what I'm saying? He did his thing, Fetty did his thing. So yeah, Doughboy, Mavi, Jamonte, Amir, Luke. Yeah. Top 5.
Very fire. So, who are some other artists in the game that you could see yourself working with?
Other artists in the game. See, I see myself working with everybody, as crazy as that sounds. Like, I feel like that's a generic ass answer, but I don't usually force a collaboration until like I feel that moment is like, oh wait, ask them like right now. Like ask them like, yo, you trying to work on something? Like, just because I don't ever want to come off to like people as like trying to like take advantage or take whatever they got going on, and like that's not me. I don't care to do that. Like, so it's like when I do collaborations, it's very much out of like, yo, I really want to work with this person because like we would make something really dope together. Okay. And so collaborations come and go. You know, sometimes I may get them like heavy, sometimes I may not get them heavy, but I'll say top 3 people I would want to work with. Earl.
That's what I say. Okay.
That's been like one of my favorite rappers since I was like 13.
Okay.
Trying to think of a producer. It's his producer. His name is The Count.
The Count?
The Count. Look him up on Instagram, right?
Okay.
He like plays like.
What's his tag?
His Instagram name?
Nah, like
or
the tag.
He don't even
drop.
have. What's his tag? I want to say his Instagram tag is like The Count Cole or something like that.
Nah, like you know how like ATL Jacob before his songs go be like ATL Jacob.
Oh,
ATL.
he don't have one.
What?
Yeah, he don't have a tag. Like that's what I'm saying. Like he's like, his production style is so vast to where he don't need a tag really. Like he just does everything. He plays like multiple instruments and shit like that. Okay. So it's like I like that kind of thing just because like I play like the bass guitar, keyboard, drums, stuff like that. So Earl, The Count, and then my third person, this is like a dream collab, Jay-Z.
Okay.
That's like, as far as like Mount Rushmores of collaborations for me, that's like the top one. Because that's like who I learned my like older writing style from. So like when I became like an older adult or a little bit older in rapping, that's who I like emulated and like studied and whatnot just to get my type of style. So yeah. Hell yeah.
All right, so my boy, we done went over SummerPak, UFO, Style and Taste. So lastly, for the people, if we've never heard any music by UFO Baby, give us 3 songs that we just gotta hear.
3 songs you gotta hear by me. All right, so first one would be Carolina Boogie Down Baby. That's off my last album I put out in June. That's a good introduction. Second one would be Eastway Freestyle. Okay. That's bars. That's just straight bars all the way through. And then something more like melodic, Low Key. And that's off of SummerPak3.
I thought you were gonna say Can't Chill.
Can't Chill? I could put that. I would put that too.
I'd be like shit.
I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot. It's so many different. Like, I guess the way I was trying to pick it is like, you know, a mixture of both bars and like vibe type of thing, then bars, and then like more melody type of thing. Cause it's like I make all kinds of shit. Most of it don't come out So it's like the songs that do come out is like the small little bit that I'm like willing to give out, but everything else just stays in the vault.
Okay. Smooth.
Hell yeah.
All right, shit, my boy. Well, any last comments, thoughts, concerns?
Shout out my guy right here, ReilentlessTV.
Glee.
That's
Well,
all
I'm dramatic. You feel me? You own Relentless. You own Relentless
yeah,
shit.
We here.
Glee.
We here. That's all I really got to say. I mean, shout out Charlotte. Shout out hip hop. Shout out the culture.
Yeah.
That's it, really.
All right, my boy. Well, I really appreciate you coming in.
Oh yeah, thank you for having me, man.
UFO baby. Real Relentless TV. We out. Glee.